Hey guys, this is ZonalFear, bringing you the bizarrest video that's ever featured on my channel of a game. The game that I'm going to be discussing today is European Truck Simulator 2, which was recently released onto Steam, and I've been having a blast with. So first of all, I am an action junkie. Any game with action I absolutely love, which is why I play so much PlanetSide, so much Mass Effect, so much Battlefield, because I love like really fast-paced action games. So this game is quite an unusual game for me to actually like. I recently downloaded the demo of this game. I just thought I'd give it a try because I have heard some good feedback from a few friends who have said this isn't that bad, you should try it, see if you like it. So I downloaded the demo and had a good blast of it and really enjoyed it, so much so that I thought it'd be worth picking up the full game. I've had a decent amount of time on this game now and I really do like it. It's one of the oddest things that I've ever sort of experienced in my gaming career, as it were. I'm not usually a simulator type guy. I find that very often they're a bit too slow for me, and it's more of a problem with me. Sometimes a simulator can be fantastic, but I can't maintain that sort of attention level that simulator games require. So I was a bit apprehensive when I first tried this. However, it's not strictly a simulator. The action, well, there is no action to speak of, but the gameplay rather, it does balance towards simulation, but it is still very kind of arcadey in a way. It's, in my opinion, a perfect mix of them both. The point of the game is, if you haven't already guessed it, to transport cargo from point A to point B. You can set up your own company and other things like that, buy your own trucks, maintain your own trucks, hire other drivers to work for your company, but the main focus of the game is going from point A to point B, driving cargo and earning money. And in this respect, it works perfectly well. The driving itself, sort of the driving mechanics, are exactly as you would expect. These trucks aren't light, and they're not, they don't act light in the controls of the trucks. I use an Xbox 360 controller for this game, as I find it easier than using the keyboard on this occasion. And the trucks feel quite heavy to turn, and when they don't have a load on the back of them, they're quite nippy, if you like. But when they do have a load back on the back of them, it does seem to add extra weight to the truck. There are a few sort of things to the game that I've noticed have annoyed me slightly. One of them is the turns from the motorways, from the highways, are really quite sharp, and they're sharp at pretty much every point. So even though you can go down the motorway at like 55 miles an hour, I think all these vehicles are like limited unless you're going down an like an incline. You eventually hit one of these sort of hairpins here, and you find yourself having to slow down quite significantly. And some of them are sort of like almost 360-degree rotations to get off one motorway and get onto another one. And if you hit it at any sort of speed, your truck kind of rolls over. When you do find that your truck rolls over, it doesn't always auto-correct itself, and you end up having to call like the service advisor to kind of transport you to the nearest town or whatever, which usually incurs a fee for actually doing that. So because the game doesn't have an ability to sort of auto-correct or anything else like that, you have to pay for that as well, which kind of takes away from the money that you're actually earning for the load that you're delivering. The AI traffic is a little infuriating. Sometimes you can be waiting at a corner or a traffic light for 10 minutes before they pull off or even do anything, and you kind of get a bit ragey sat there thinking, okay, I could have gone 50 times over, and you're a tiny Ford Focus and you could have done it a million times over. Why aren't we still moving? They also have the habit of pulling out in front of you even where your truck has right of way, and you end up slamming into them and getting a €400 crash offence because they incorrectly pulled in front of you, but you still sort of take the hit for it financially. So even though the game has sort of like quite a few charming features, it has quite a few irritations as well, and some of these irritations are getting quite annoying now. As I've been playing the game a fair bit, the crashing into drivers who really shouldn't be moving thing is happening more and more frequently, and it's pretty annoying. Graphically, the game is really nice. You don't expect it to sort of be high-end like Crysis, but for what the type of genre that this game is, the graphics are quite nice for it, and I kind of admire sort of just sit back in my desk chair and admire the view that the game's given me, because it is quite nice. It's graphically well presented. You can see that a lot of effort has been put into the graphics of European Truck Simulator 2. You also have to adhere to the speed limits of each road. Sometimes the speed limit isn't signposted, so you come off a motorway and you're driving on a road, and because you're not being notified of any change in the speed, you end up getting a speeding fine, which is also quite annoying. But a lot of the roads you sort of have to follow the speed limit and everything else like that, which is what you'd do in a real truck, sort of real truck. You'd follow the speed limits, otherwise you're going to get a fine. For those of you that have sort of had the patience and perseverance to watch through this gameplay commentary, I do suggest that you try out the demo. This game is one of them games where you don't expect to like it, but the inner trucker inside you kind of pulls you over and you think, actually, it's not that bad. So you should definitely give the demo a go, guys. It's a really well made game. I hope you've enjoyed this gameplay commentary. Thanks for listening, and as always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Until I catch you next time, guys, take care.